That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hello, all of my darling divas, and welcome back to another Friday here on NoMinusPlus channel. I could not let Black History Month come to a close without doing a Minding a Black-Owned Business segment. So for those of you who are not familiar with this series, it is where I review products or services from Black-owned businesses in hopes to use my Black voice and platform to amplify other Black voices and platforms. So I already did one episode in this series back in November, and I got all up in Honey Pot's business. So if you're interested in that video, I've left it linked down below. But today, we're getting all up in the business of Juvia's place. Now, full transparency moment, I already filmed this video, but the footage was trash. Simple as that. There's no excuse. It was trash. So originally this was supposed to be a first impressions video because it was my first time trying Juvia's place, but this ain't gonna be my first time trying it. I've already tried it, and let me tell you, they're doing God's work over at Juvia's place. So for those of you who are not familiar with the brand, Juvia's Place is a Black-owned makeup brand that is known for its affordable pricing and its highly pigmented eyeshadows, and you're going to definitely see it. Let me not spoil it in the beginning. And so in today's video, I'm going to just be getting ready on camera to film the first video you saw this month, which was my Brown and Brie segment. And I figured, why not use my Juvia's Place products again? Because that was what we were doing in the first version of this video before it went terribly wrong. So without further ado, let's get all up in the business of Juvia's Place. So I got my Juvia's Place products from Ulta in store. You can also order Juvia's Place on Ulta.com, and I believe you can also order them through Juvia'sPlace.com. Now, if there are any other places that you can order them, I will leave them here somewhere on the screen, but with the little research that I did, those are the two places that you're able to order from. So as I mentioned, I got my products from my local Ulta store, and I just grabbed everything that I could to make a full face of makeup. And so yeah, I'll be showing you guys what I purchased as I use them, and also will be giving you guys close-up shots of the palettes because my lens doesn't autofocus, so I could actually be out of focus right now, and I wouldn't know. So I'm going to show you guys an up-close shot of each product as I use them as well, so stay tuned. Real quick, I'm going to lotion my hands because all this sanitizing from COVID got me ashy all the time, and I'm just not about to go out like this. I'm just not about to go. It's just not about to happen. Alright, so we're gonna hop on in and get started. So I'm going to be setting my eyes for this beautiful eyeshadow using the I Am Magic concealer in the number 14 and setting it with the I Am Magic setting powder in Kalahari. Now, this concealer, let's just jump into saying nothing but great things about this brand. This concealer, I absolutely love it, and what I love about it the most is its applicator. Okay, this is just all of the thickness that I ever needed in my life, and I just love the sponge tip. It's just so wide, like you're able to get in and just do like one glide, and I absolutely love it. So I can definitely see myself using this like as a staple because it's just so good. And it also is very creamy. Consistency is key for me when it comes to makeup products. Like, I love how things feel. And so this it's just the bee's knees. So yeah, it's like butter, okay? I'm just gonna blend that on out. And my eyes are on their way to being ready to go. Please excuse the crack that is in my mirror. I promise you will not get any years of bad luck by looking at it. It just got stepped on, and it's a two-sided mirror, and the other side is doing just fine. So why throw it out? You know, why waste the mirror? All right, so now that I got my concealer on, I'm now going to just quickly set that concealer with the loose powder, which I also love. The setting powder comes in, I think I call it loose powder, but the setting powder comes in this banana shade that I have. It also comes in a dark shade, and it comes in translucent. So there's something there for everybody. And like I said, I've already used these products The makeup that I'm wearing in all of my videos this month is a full face of Juvia's Place from my original failed video. The makeup wasn't a fail though, just the footage was. And the powder, I had no flashback, I had no discoloring. Like, it's a really, really good powder. And I just, we gonna talk more about the goodness of this powder and everything later, but it's just a really, really good setting powder. I love it. So now that I'm looking like Casper the Ghost around my eyeballs, it is time to get into this eyeshadow, which Juvia's Place is known for its eyeshadows for a reason, okay? So I'm just gonna show you guys the palettes that I'm gonna be using to achieve this look today. So I'm going to be using the Magic Mini palette from Juvia's Place, which has all of these beautiful shades, okay? I will be using Koji and Zuba in today's video, but I also have my eyes set on Nubia and Aja and Buzo. Like, it's just a beautiful palette. The colors are amazing, and I love the names. I love the names of the palette, and it's just the design. Like, everything is just so good. So like I mentioned, I'm going to be using 2 shades from this palette, and I'm going to be also using 2 shades from the Nudes palette. Now, I'm a sucker for nude eyeshadow, and so when I saw this palette, I knew that it had to come home with me. So in today's video, I'm going to be using this shade in the corner, this brown shade, and then I'm going to be using the first shade, which is this shimmery rose gold shade, which is the whole reason why I got this palette in the first place. When I saw this rose gold shimmer, I said, okay, this got to come home with me. Now, although I will not be using this palette, it also deserves an honorable mention, which is the Chocolates palette. This right here, I cannot wait to dig more into. So it's just melanin, period. Like, I love it. So let us get on into it, shall we? So I'm gonna first warm up my eye with that last shade in the Nudes palette. This palette is perfect for all of my peeps out there that like to do like no makeup looks. My God, it's just so good. This palette is going to be perfect for you, and I also love that it's small and compact. So if you are also somebody that likes to travel, which I cannot wait until we're able to travel again, this palette is going to be perfect for you just to throw into your carry-on or throw into your toiletry bag in your suitcase. So now that I have that on my eyes, my palette is all warmed up. Now we're gonna go into this palette. I'm so glad I got this palette. So, little side story. I originally was only going to get 1 palette, and somehow the Magic Wizards at Ulta had me walk out with 3 palettes. But this Magic Minis palette was only 12 bucks. Now, mama loves a good sale. Ain't no way on God's green earth I was walking out that Ulta without this $12 palette. 12 bucks for all of these shades? What? And so yeah, it had to come home with me, and I'm so glad that I got it. Even though I got my eyes on that Zulu palette, I've heard nothing but great things about the Zulu palette, and I was gonna pick it up, but this one was on sale, so this one won. So I'm gonna go in with Koji, and I am going to put that all on my lid, leaving a little bit of the inner corner open because I'm going to add some magic on into there. So yeah, all right, and that is Koji on the lid. Girl, cute. Now, I don't know what happened with her. She just was doing her own thing. So this is why I don't be doing makeup tutorials, because my eyes be embarrassing me when the camera come on. So now on top of Koji, I'm gonna go in just with my finger, and I'm going to put Zuba on top. Ooh, it is like butter, okay? It is just too pretty. Yeah, Zuba hands down. In love. Been in love since the first minute I put it on a brush. In love completely. Back in with that Nudes palette, and I'm gonna take a little baby brush, and I'm gonna spray with a little bit of setting spray. And I'm going to add that rose gold shimmer, which is the first shade, into the inner corner of my eye. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And this palette, the colors are so fun to play with. They're so blendable. And even though I added a little bit of setting spray, they're still like, they pick up so well. I am so looking forward to playing around more with the different colors in this palette. But this combination of Koji and Zuba and then this rose gold pigment in the corner is everything I could ever dream of. Like, my eyes look like a sunset, and it's just so cute. All right, so we're moving into a very important part of this video. Now listen, if you don't get anything else from this video, let's say the eyeshadows really weren't your thing. Like, I don't really like eyeshadows, all right? Let's say that the concealer and the powder, I don't want that. What you do want is this foundation, okay? The I Am Magic Velvet Matte Foundation. This is what dreams are made of. You may think that Hilary Duff in the Lizzie McGuire movie said that that's what dreams are made of. Baby. This is what dreams are made of. This right here, this foundation is amazing. And I will be using it for the rest of my days. As a matter of fact, I wish that it came in a Costco size bottle because it is so good, okay? So let me get myself together because it's just so good. I'm so excited to be putting it back on. So I got my Magic foundation in the color Somalia, and I just love this. So let's just talk more about the good old gospel of this as I apply this, because I have so much to say. So already off the bat, what I love about this foundation, like I mentioned, is that it's not heavy, but it's full coverage. Now what I also love is that the shade ranges start with the darkest shade. Now I've been noticing that a lot of black owned makeup brands have been doing this, where for example Fenty Beauty and I believe Beauty Bakery also starts with the darkest shade first, and I love that. Like, all of my chocolate mamas, my dark chocolate mamas, my cocoa mamas deserve to be first, okay? Because there's been too many times where they come last, okay? And we don't like that. We don't like that. So I love that the darkest shade was the first shade and then it went from dark to light. And this is a trend that I have been loving to see, and I hope that more makeup brands get into it. But I was really glad to see that Juvia's Place also followed up with that initiative. All right, so now that my magical foundation is already on, I'm gonna go back in with my concealer. I've been trying the new viral concealer trick that I saw on TikTok. So it's where you put the concealer here and then you put it out here and you blend it in a way that it goes upward instead of dragging down. And I am absolutely obsessed with doing my concealer like this now. So now I'm just gonna go in and just blend it on out. And just, it's just up. Like Cardi said, it's up and it's stuck, and it's up and it's stuck, and it's up and it's up and it's up and it's stuck. And now it's time to bake, and I'm going to apply the I Am Magic setting powder in the color Kalahari in all of the areas that I concealed my face, which were under my eyes as you saw, and on my chin, on the top of my lip, and my forehead, which I did off of camera. And so yes, this powder is super dope. I love it so much. As I mentioned earlier in this video, I believe I did, it didn't give me any like discoloration or any flashback, and it's just a really good and very pretty powder. So I am done baking. I'm gonna just wipe away the little bit of powder. And now it's time to move into the last Juvia's Place product that I'll be using, which is the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette. Now, this is definitely a wild card item for me. I've used blush in the past, but as I've gotten older, I stopped using blush. I don't know why. I think it has something to do with the fact that I can never figure out if I put on too much or too little. But I wanted to try something new, and I wanted to really pull off a full face of makeup with Juvia's Place, and I wasn't able to find any like of the contour sticks or contour powder or highlight that I liked. So I figured that I could just get it all with this one palette. And so this blush palette is super beautiful. I mean, just look at it. And once again, has a beautiful design at the top. So I'm going to be using Tao as my blush, which is this orangey blush. And then I'm going to go in with Yara, which is the darkest shade in this palette, and I'm going to use that as my contour powder. And then I'm going to use Zoba as a highlight. And this palette, there's just so much that you can play around and do with it. It just doesn't have to just be blush. Which is what I love about palettes, that you're able to really mix it up and do different things with it. And so it was nice to shake things up and wear blush and just get creative with how I can use this palette to get everything I need out of it, instead of, you know, having to buy separate products or having to break, you know, my full face of Juvia's Place, because I really wanted to get as many products as I could. Now, I wasn't able to get any of the lipsticks, which I was really sad about. So these lipsticks, the Juvia's Place lipsticks, must be popping, because I wasn't able to find any in stock around me. So I am so sad that I cannot hit this look off with one of their lipsticks, but we're gonna be all right, because the look is pretty good anyway. I'm gonna go in with Yara, the darkest shade, and I'm gonna just add it around my forehead. I usually add it on my cheeks, but because I put the blush down first and not the contour powder first, I'm gonna just add it around my forehead. I'm gonna go in with Zova and just add it as a highlight. And that's it. Full face of Juvia's Place makeup. So I'm going to apply my lip, put on some accessories, and do my hair, and I'm gonna come back to finish out the video. Juvia's Place got me looking right. Juvia's Place got me looking tight. Juvia's Place got me looking right. Juvia's Place got me looking tight. Look at this makeup, okay? With the hair and the outfit, everything is everything, and that's all because of Juvia's Place. So if you guys have enjoyed today's Minding a Black Owned Business segment, like I said, if you don't get any product from this video, definitely get the I Am Magic foundation. It is my favorite product. The palettes are also my favorite. As a matter of fact, everything I got was my favorite. But if I'm going to be ranking the #1, it is definitely the foundation. So I'm so glad that I finally got the opportunity to try the Juvia's Place products, and I'm looking forward to trying so much more. So I'm just so glad. So if you guys know of any other black owned businesses that you guys want to see featured on this segment, comment them down below or shoot me a DM over at NoMinusPlus. If you own a black owned business, all right, and you want to see your business featured on this segment, send me an email at NoMinusPlus.com. I would love for us to work together for you to have your spotlight, all right? And shout outs to you for owning that business, all right? I see you. So for more information on everything you've seen in today's video, including links to where you can purchase the products I use today, be sure to visit my blog at www.NoMinusPlus.com. The link for this video is down below, as well as a whole bunch of other links on where you can find me off of YouTube. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, hey girl, hey, what's really good? My name is B. Janae, and I'm a fashion and lifestyle content creator and blogger. If you like this video and you want to see more from me, all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and put that notification bell on so that you know when I drop videos, which is every single Friday, okay? Be sure to also follow me on social media at NoMinusPlus. I would love for you to become a part of my community. So I'm gonna go ahead and film this Brown and Brie video. If you're interested in seeing the video that I did this look for, I posted it. It was my first video of this month, so I will leave that link down below. But I'm about to go film that, take care of that. So I love y'all, tater tots. Enjoy the sneak peek of next week's video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. And so I believe, because I do not know this as facts, but I believe that Melanin Tris was created to bridge that gap and create this collective of a Pinterest vibe, but you ain't gotta add no filters.